Pencils down. That's
down.
it.
Drop them.
Pencils down.
Son of a bitches.
We've begun. It is Ramble 348. You believe it? 348.
I don't believe it.
Isn't that great? When did they bury us, Eddie?
8.
And 340 more.
We kept
right
going.
here. Right
kept going.
fucking here. Right here. We're here for you to do us a favor. You can email. I don't know if y'all, Cody, Eddie, I don't know if y'all know this. We have an email address.
What's the email?
Yeah, ramble@theramblepod.com. We also have a Twitter page at Podcast Ramble 1. Our Instagram is just Podcast Ramble. Our YouTube page, The Ramble Tube. We have merch on our TeePublic page that will maybe one day be better. We don't know yet. We're still deadlocked at 158 5-star ratings. JoJo the Fist is still our king of the hill.
Oh, JoJo the Fist.
So this is 2 weeks now that JoJo is. Are we getting to, like, is there a watch for DiMaggio level here? When do you think?
Locker Miltic right now, he's still the gold standard, right? Locker Miltic.
And I forgot who was before. I thought there was one before.
We've had several. Yeah, I don't know if JoJo the Fist is at that level yet.
We don't need to start. We don't need to be on JoJo the Fist watch yet.
No, not yet.
But let me ask you this: if now, and it wasn't Locker Miltic, but it was before Locker Miltic, and Cody, Eddie, do they count if it was during the cancer era when there was a lot of pauses between recording episodes? You know what I mean? Is that the steroid era?
Is there an asterisk? Should there
be one?
Is it the NBA bubble championship?
Right.
Right.
Well, I mean, should there be? Is it Maris's 61? I mean, what do you think? I don't know.
I don't know. By the way, how do you think the cancer era sort of like compares to the other eras of the show?
It's interesting. It's tough, right? It's tough to see which one. If there's a favorite era.
Yeah. There's the Dave Campo era.
There's a Dave Campo era. That's a classic. There was the nude Cody era for a long time before we started doing it this way.
Do you consider the nude Cody era and the Vern Lundquist era the same era?
I think they were the same.
It's there's a lot of overlap.
They worked in concert there. And then I don't know. Is this the era where the Butler finale just never happens? Is that this era? Does this era is phase whatever? Does it end whenever Cody puts up the Butler finale? Is that the end of this phase, and then we go to the next phase? I don't know. I mean, shit. I don't know. But before we jump in, I have to talk to y'all. I did something. I was in Las Vegas this past weekend for shows.
Sure.
And I did something I've never done ever, I don't think. I asked to talk to a manager.
Ooh.
I asked to
May I speak to the manager?
Yes. And now.
You pulled a full-on Karen.
Yes. So I go. It was about an hour and a half before, maybe 2 hours before showtime.
Sure.
It was at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at the MGM, which is the best club in Vegas for comedy if you're there. And go there. And there's this kick-ass Chinese food place in the MGM Grand.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm going to have Sunday night. I'm going to have a fancy dinner. Get some nice.
You're going to treat yourself after a week of work.
Overpriced Chinese food.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Now, I get there. I'm by myself. So they sit me at the end of the bar.
Okay.
Right? And the seat next to me, a woman, I didn't really notice, but she kind of annoyed, got her shit and walked out as I was walking in. I was looking back, I'm like, that's why. And the guy next to her, the hostess tells me, don't mind him. That was her first.
Don't mind him?
Don't mind him.
And she put you next to him?
The only seat left. So I was like, that's never good. That's not a good start to things, is don't mind him. And give me 1 second. I need to let this fucking cat's breaking balls. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Don't
right in the middle of the story.
Wow. Ramble Corporate is interrupting the show.
Yeah. The Ramble's manager is asking to speak with
then-
Jerry.
Okay, we're back.
Ramble
So-
corporate pulled a Karen.
Corporate pulled a Karen, big time. And so it's just like, don't mind this guy. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I sit right when I sit down.
Yeah.
I'm making a point since she said that, I just grabbed the menu. And I'm just studying the menu. And sure enough, he's like, hey, man. What if I buy a bottle of sake? You'll split it with me? How's that? It's on me. How about that? Is it okay? I'll buy a bottle of sake. We split it. Is that cool? Is that all right, man? What do you think, man? And I'm like,
What?
I'm just ignoring, pretending I didn't hear. I'm already doing that Radiohead song. I'm not here. This
Wow.
isn't happening. Like, that's going in my head. I'm like,
Wow.
fuck, this is bad. And then he just moves on. There are 3 Asian men to his left.
I mean, does he look? Is he well kept? Does he look disheveled?
He doesn't look disheveled.
Just look normal looking
like
guy?
A normal douchey. I used to be a frat guy. And then he turns to the guys to his left, 3 Asian men, and he opens with, "What kind of Asian are you?"
Oh
Jesus.
my God! Is this a Larry David sketch?
Right. That's what I'm not making. And they, God bless them, they were so polite. They just kind of brushed it off and said, "Hey, we're cool, man. Just trying to enjoy some dinner." And then he was like, he just kind of, and then sure enough, hey man, what if I buy a bottle of sake? We split it? What do you think? What do you think, man? You want to do that? We'll buy a bottle. It's on me. We'll split it. And I'm just back to the menu.
You didn't even give him a no thank you or anything. You're
Fucking,
just
I don't want to say a word to this fucking guy.
horse blinders.
Yes,
just...
you say anything to him, it's game over. So I'm just like, nope, I'm just going to not. And then, as that is happening, he just stares ahead after my just cold rejection. And he goes, "Oh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna fucking. Oh, it's fun. Fuck yeah, it's fun. Fuck yeah, ooh, fuck yeah, it's gonna be fun. Fuck yeah." And then he goes, "Oh, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna kill everybody here. I'm gonna fucking kill everybody here. I'm fucking killing everybody here." And he gets up and he leaves. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I immediately, as he's saying it and grabbing his shit and walking, I grab the waiter and I'm like, "Dude, can I please see your manager right now?" The manager runs out. He's like, "Yeah, is everything okay?" And the guy's leaving. I said, "That dude right there." And he goes, "Oh God, I'm sorry if he was like, no. He just said several times, 'I'm going to kill everyone here.'" And then the guy, he's like, "Oh," he runs to a phone. He calls security, comes back. He's like, "Thank you so much. We don't take any of these things lightly." And then as I'm walking back to my hotel room, I see the guy.
Yeah.
And he's talking to himself, just muttering, walking. And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding?" And I look behind me and there's a dude in a suit.
Watching him.
Like, well, I'm like, okay, they got him. But dude, it was like, that's the first time I've ever like, wait a minute.
But he was like kept, like well kept.
Very clean shaven. Like he's like trimmed his beard. He didn't, it just
tucked in shirt. Was his shirt tucked
No,
in?
he was loungewear. So he had like shorts, but nothing looked old or bad or like he didn't stink. He was just, now there was an electronic dance music festival in town. I don't know if he was just already high as a kite.
He must have
getting
been.
ready to go. But I mean, look, now 10 years ago, you'd have been like, "Oh, gee, what a weirdo." Now you're like, "Fuck, Jesus,
You're gonna kill everybody."
He might have something on him. Let me go ahead and fucking. It was. I mean, I thought maybe I should have had the sake with him. Maybe that would have bought whatever massacre was about to happen another hour.
You could have saved all those lives.
Yeah,
if you just drank some sake.
It's just, I couldn't imagine like what was next if I drank the sake. I'd be like, "Oh, like was it some weird swinger thing?" But except there was no one there, just 2 dudes. No,
You wake up in his room and he's in you.
Yeah, trust me. There's some babes watching. They're into this. Here, just suck my dick. Like I
Suck
don't
it.
know. Just
Dude, you suck my dick. There's gonna be so many babes here.
trust me. They're watching. They're into this. Like it was. I mean, it was just. Whoo!
But that guy's got to that age where he obviously has some sort of job where he's.
He looked to be late 30s, early 40s. Didn't look like.
Wasn't dirty looking.
No, just
Obviously showered probably that day or
yeah.
the day before.
I mean, again, I couldn't even smell booze off the guy, and I was one person removed. So if he like just would, had been sleeping on the street for a week, I would have smelled him. Nothing.
It always
was-
fascinates me with people like that they have that part of their brain that functions normally, that dresses
Right.
them and buttons their shirt and combs their hair.
Right.
And they brush their teeth and they can tie their shoes. And there's the other part of their brain where they're just like, there's a fucking purple dinosaur after me. He's gonna fucking eat me. Are you the purple dinosaur? Like there's that
you?
part of their brain. And they coexist.
Right. Yes.
That always fascinates me.
It's
like
insane.
if he was like disheveled and homeless, like I'm okay. He's
Okay.
obviously schizophrenic and he needs medication and he's homeless.
Right.
But the people that actually look like they live somewhat of a normal life, but have that other part of their brain where they're just fucking batshit.
It was fucking. I would then again. Everything was just. I want to hit this guy. He's so annoying.
Yeah.
But then the whole I'm gonna kill everybody. Fuck it. I'm gonna go kill everyone here. I'm killing everyone here. Fuck it. I'm killing everyone here. And then he
Wow.
just dramatically gets up and walks. I was like, oh God, like.
Should have got the sake, man.
I know. God damn it. And that's why I'm happy I told security, because I'm like, I don't want to go back to my room and be like, it was the worst massacre in the Las Vegas.
And you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, I should have said something, huh? Like, yeah, it was fucking. So now, Colin Maggs, Rambler Extraordinaire. Magsies?
Max.
So they jizz on you, Lamps. So you get peed on, Lamps.
I got the launch of Max today, and I couldn't find the show on there.
Come on,
Oh,
there's no real
God.
sex with Brian
That's
Gumbel.
terrible. So no
So-
scat play. No scat play, Max. No scat?
So Armin, pegging?
Pegging? Anal
What's that
beats.
about?
Anal
What's
beats?
that about? What's
Anal
that about?
beats.
Pegging. Now if I just jerk off dressed like Barney the dinosaur, am I a furry, Lamps? Do I qualify? Real sex with
Brian Gumbel.
God damn it, that needs to happen. So Colin Maggs sent us a trailer for a movie, apparently, and he wanted to get the thoughts of a certain top-rated radio show in the tri-state area.
The highest rated.
The highest rated. So if we could, Cody, do you have the trailer first? And then, Cody, do you have the Jizz Talk episode where the Jizz Talk guys talk about it?
I
don't know if you-
do.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right,
I was
all
able
right.
to look up both of these things.
Oh,
wow.
that's great. Look at that.
Now this first video is about a minute and a half. So
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. So let me go ahead and
all right.
get that, and then I don't know how long the other clip is. We'll have to see.
Right.
Okay. So we got this.
Oh, Jesus Christ, stop.
What's wrong with me? Traditionally, when a man experiences arousal,
Hey, the guy from Twin Peaks!
testicles produce more sperm. But in your case, however, the one sperm you do have gets huge.
That's Laura Palmer's daddy.
I'm going to send this to the National Institutes of Health. If you feel your sperm enlarging again, you get it out of your system right away. Jerk off. Fast.
I'm Louise. Oh my god!
May I use your bathroom just for a minute, please?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Miles? Hey, sir, it sounded like something broke in there.
You don't happen to have a plunger, do you?
Oh my god!
Right. That That was one of those things that was like a funny idea for like maybe 5 seconds on paper.
But how did they loop what's his face into that movie?
The guy from Twin Peaks.
That guy's a legitimate actor.
Yeah. Hey, that all the budget had to have gone to. Now, where do you think it started? Do you think it started where someone had a giant sperm thing? Like, we got to do something with this.
Probably. Like,
Was
wouldn't
that
it be funny if, like, instead of having lots of sperm, you just have one giant
Just
sperm?
One giant, and that's where we can use it. Well, anyway, I think the Jizz Talk guys talk. I think this is after the premiere, right, Cody?
They were on the red carpet, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's definitely a red carpet, right?
Just let me know when it's ready.
Okay.
Oh, what was the name of? Is there a name of that film?
I didn't see it listed.
Yeah.
All right. Here, let me roll the clip.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me
Wow.
tell you something.
Wow.
My friend, look.
Wow.
Look, if you
Are you kidding me?
if you want to take a swing at somebody,
Wow.
I'm not gonna stop you, because my friend, if you find the producers of that thing, I by all means take a swing at them, because here's what they did. If you don't mind me saying, do you mind?
No, go.
If
You say.
Okay.
I mean, it's better you than me. Better you coming from you than from me.
You wrote a beautiful book, my friend.
Yeah.
You wrote a beautiful book about a man.
A novel. A beautiful novel.
A novel about better than fucking War and Peace.
Oh, dude.
About
Oh,
a
dude.
man who has a giant jizz come out of him
Massive jizz.
and attacks people, and
Right.
it was kind of semi-autobiographical, if you don't mind me saying.
That's what I've read.
You poured a lot of your heart and soul into this thing.
So much.
And they
for
just
sure.
butcher it. They fucking butcher it.
Wow.
They goddamn butchered
Wow.
this fucking thing. They tried to make
It's
it
a
funny.
fucking farce, is what they turned it
They
into.
tried to make it funny. It's nothing funny.
It's not funny.
About
It's-
your life, my friend.
It's a serious. This movie needed to be handled with the gravitas that the story demanded.
Absolutely. And these fucking guys butchered it by trying to make it for the jizz monster.
Make it a
flopping around.
fucking Saturday morning cartoon looking thing.
You called me crying that day. You were so upset when you had to flush that jizz down the toilet like that.
Dude, it
And they
hurt.
tried to make it of like it's a fucking three fucking stooges.
It's fucking, they took Sophie's Choice and turned it into, I don't know, fucking let's have the Tasmanian Devil fucking fight Daffy Ducks.
Exactly. And fucking bullshit. It was they might as well stuck Wile E. Coyote in there getting fucking bukkakied. These fucking guys. These fucking it ain't right.
Just giving it to
It
fucking
ain't right.
Roadrunner on the side
It's
of
a
the road.
fucking-
Just
it's a fucking masterpiece that you fucking wrote, my friend.
you fucking ruined it,
I cried 3 times reading that fucking book.
dude. I've never. You know what? Honestly, I've never made it through the whole book. I can't finish it. It's that hard to finish.
There it is. You know, what's the fucking guy's name? The fucking guy. He was
Which
the
fucking
fucking the butler on Arthur. That fucking guy.
Oh,
that
the
actor.
fucking the old dude. The old dude.
He read the audio book.
The old dude. Yeah.
He read the audio. He just 14 times
Right.
reading that
Dude,
fucking audio.
you know what?
He couldn't get through it.
You know what? Every time I watch Arthur, I jizz just hearing him talk.
Because he reminds you.
Because it reminds me of the book.
But it took 48 tries for him to read that fucking book. Because he jizzed so many fucking
dude.
times.
Dude,
See,
what they
and
did to
so
that fucking movie. I
they
mean, we're
ruined
talking,
it.
we're talking Kingdom and the Crystal Skull level.
It was
of
terrible.
what they did to that
fucking
movie.
terrible what they did to what you did. It fucking you
Fucking-
wrote just a heartfelt. I
Wow.
mean, and okay. Can I say something else too? While we're here,
Yeah. Go ahead. Sure.
let me tell you. If you're watching, if you're listening, fuck Francis Ford Coppola for saying no to making this. Fuck you. Who
Yeah.
the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Right. Fucking unbelievable.
Wow, that was Jesus. Man,
I thought they'd be all. I thought they'd be into that movie.
I
didn't.
didn't. They were not happy with that.
I didn't know they were looking for a dramatic tailing of that
Dramatic take.
story.
Who would have thought?
It was a
Whew.
guy with a massive sperm.
It's the jizz talk.
Wow.
By the way, we're at 19 minutes and 11 seconds. How's that for an intro? Cody, let's play the music if you have it there. And if you know the words, everybody,
Please.
sing along.
Please.
This is already an episode. We could stop now. We're done. What else do we need to give you? You know what I mean? But here we are. I mean, what else do we need? But if you're having trouble with the high school head, he's giving you the blues. You want to graduate, but not in his bed. Here's what you gotta do. Pick up the phone. I'm always home. Call me anytime. Just ring 362-436. Hey, I lead a life of crime. Dirty deeds, done that cheap. 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 There we are, baby. Here
Wow.
we go.
Wow.
Ramble. Are you still in your meeting?
I'm about to give a new hire a call, so I'm going to go in the other room.
Okay. Wait, so Andre was on a work call while we did Jizz Talk with the Jizz Talk guys.
And
And and what's that?
I thought you were doing that other podcast with Lisa.
No, that's Thursday. Yeah, this is wow. He
Wow.
doesn't even care about my life.
Wow. She didn't know what
Don't.
you're
He's
doing.
gonna beg to get out. So I'm just telling you, either leave it open or I don't know
Wow.
what to tell you, babe. All right, so
Wow.
there we go.
Wow.
So
What if the person who's talking is like, what is the name of that podcast you were listening to?
Yeah, honey. What if your boss at work was like, God, what a great podcast about jizz. What is that?
I've been looking for a new Jizz podcast.
God, jizz. What? God, man, that's not a bad idea. What a wonderful podcast. Colin Mags. Mags. Thank you for the link, Colin. By the way, hope everyone's well this week. I'd like to argue the point about the Olympic gold medal. Whilst I get Eddie's point, the fact that the design is changed for each games with each place, year, and event is stated
Sure.
in the medal makes them unique and traceable to that winner. Hence, you know, a Michael Johnson gold medal from a Steve Redgrave.
Sure.
And I don't know about the Stanley Cup, but I do know the fact if you found out to have cheated during those games, even years later, your medals are taken back, literally if possible. Oh, and as for the wrestling belts, I see your crown and the $1 million belt and raise you the Divas Championship and John Cena's spinner belt. And I think the belt you were thinking of for Hogan was the double eagle belt, my favorite too. There we
Now,
go.
which spinner belt? The United States title spinner belt or
I
the
think
world
when he
title?
had the champ spinner belt.
I actually hated that belt.
Yeah. Cody, were you here
Hated that
for
belt.
championship trophy talk, Hall of Fame?
I wasn't.
So I picked an Olympic gold medal
So it's the like what's the best trophy to
that
get?
you
Yes.
could win. I picked the Olympic gold medal. Eddie picked the Stanley Cup.
I would probably go with the Stanley Cup.
And then I changed it after a heated back and forth with Eddie. And my pick is now Ted DiBiase's $1 million belt. I don't see how anything else.
It probably is the most expensive
It
championship of all time.
has to be.
It's $1 million.
So you'd rather have your name on the cup than win an Olympic gold medal? I think I'd rather win the gold medal, man.
Well, to me, when I watch sports, all the sports that I enjoy are team sports.
Sure.
So
you could
yeah,
win one in basketball. You could win one in hockey.
yeah, but I don't the gold medal. First of all, I don't really enjoy watching the Olympics that much. I really don't care.
Right,
And
right.
watching individual compete in things, I don't really. But like watching team sports,
Makes
football,
sense.
basketball, baseball,
There's-
hockey. That's what I think of when I think championship sports. That's what I
Right.
think. I
There's
don't
also
think.
like a ritual with the Stanley Cup too
Yep,
that
the
that
keep
makes
it,
it a little bit more iconic.
And
like
it's
you-
so old.
Yeah.
It's spanned more than just the NHL. It spanned previous leagues.
Teams from Seattle who have never fucking played in the NHL.
That's what's
have
cool
their
about
names
it.
on
It's sort of
Yeah.
a title or championship trophy that spanned more than just
true.
where
It's-
it's celebrated now.
It's also the sport that has the trophy as part of the championship representation. It's the Stanley
Right.
Cup playoffs, the Stanley Cup finals versus
That's true.
like
It's
the
never
playing
the
for
Larry
that.
O'Brien finals or
whatever.
the Lombardi final.
Right.
the
Right.
They're
Lombar-
playing
the
for that
Lombardi Bowl.
cup. Lord
Right.
Stanley's Cup.
Is the college football championship trophy the dumbest one? Where it just
What is it
looks
now?
like
What's it look like now?
Isn't it,
Isn't it
the
like the
crystal-
glass? Yeah,
It's
the
like a
crystal
glass
football.
football. It's like a glass. It just looks like something that your aunt would put
Right.
candy in.
Well, it used to just be like that long piece of wood with the emblem in it, right?
Right, yes.
And then once the FBS took over, it became that crystal
Oh
football.
no! Now it's almost like the Lombardi Trophy. It's at that silvery thing, and it's got at the top. It looks like the top of a football, but it's not out. It's like all
I don't
flat.
even know.
That's
I don't
think
even know.
that's the BCS.
I pay so little
yeah.
attention to college football.
Yeah. It's yeah. So it's got Cody. By the way, the movie was called Wadzilla, according to Colin
Wadzilla.
Madsen. Wadzilla. So now we're already at list time. It's hat time.
All right.
Let's do this.
What hat would they wear?
Man, don't know what you got till it's gone,
You
right?
sure don't. You
Woo!
sure don't.
And you know what hurts is Cody probably went 100 rambles, not even knowing what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Remember, I mean, Jesus Christ, and now
Yeah.
Now we know. Yeah.
Now he's heard the best. When you hear the best, you just, man, it's, I don't know what I just, wow.
Can't go back.
No.
Can't go back.
John Hughes directed movie. This was to Gary Priest. Hey, Jerry Eddy, and the 10% possibility of Cody. Been a very long time since I mailed, as for a long time was very behind on my listening. But now I'm pretty much caught up. Here by the Cody, do you mind if I defend you for a second?
Yeah. Go for it.
The balls on a guy who emails once every 5 months.
Yeah.
I'm just
Wow.
Jeeps.
You know-
I'm just saying, Jeeps. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying.
Hey,
the
and,
balls on a guy.
How about a 14% chance that I'm here?
Wow.
Hey.
And look at that.
And what you got in the works for coming up this week with big Ron DeSantis and Elon Musk on Twitter?
Oh,
Well,
man.
That's gonna be. I can't wait to see what you do
A
there.
meeting of the minds like we've
I
never seen
can't
before.
wait to see what you do there.
He says Hall of Fame John Hughes direct movie gotta be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, a Stone Cold classic. Magsy's calling Max. Another. That's 2 in a row. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, a damn near perfect movie. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. The Hall of Fame, The Breakfast Club, and in all caps, it's Criterion. Sean Williams, hey Jerry Eddy, and here we go.
Wow.
Cody, look, just it's not worth it, man. Just hold back. A vacant spot for third person who is not either out at day baseball, horse racing, or having a sex sandwich with Magic the Gathering and Sarah Huckabee Sanders with the Trump poster hanging over. Man, look, they don't know the work you put in, Cody.
No.
That's what upsets me.
Yeah.
Is they just think you reap the benefits and that's it.
They don't realize you
don't
have
know.
really no personal. You have no time to yourself.
Nothing to nothing.
And that the Wi-Fi is terrible in Arkansas,
right.
so I just can't always jump on.
Sean Williams says Hall of Fame had tough category with movies like Weird Science, Plane Change, and Automobiles, 16 Candles, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But I'm going to go with the Hall of Fame goes to one of John Candy's best roles, and that would be Uncle Buck. That's a good one. Damien Bottriell.
Bats.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. It's time for another ramble email from Damien Bottriell. My Hall of Fame John Hughes directed film goes to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Granted, this is the only one I've watched a bunch of times. I've already faced the scorn of Sean Williams for not having seen Uncle Buck. I promise I'm working to better myself and right this wrong. All right? I did a Bueller pick. Look at that.
Wow.
Joshua Snides. Hello, guys. Hall of Fame John Hughes directed film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Great blend of the Hughes formula with high schoolers coming of age, misadventure, and unlikely heroes. Owen Edmonds, still back, thank God, still here.
Can't get rid of him.
Good day to you and all the ramblers out there. What hat? I mean, how can anyone choose anything other than Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Well, just watch me, cunts. My pick is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. A powerhouse performances by both Martin and the ever-missed John Candy. Just brilliant. Anthony, Born to Run, Flores, Jerry Eddy, maybe Cody, Bob Weep, Grana, Weep, Ninny Bong. Hey there, fellas. I'm going to start by apologizing. Oh, you know what? Cody, just do your stupid little dance. Eddie, are you ready for this?
Yeah. What?
Okay, Anthony said, oh, God.
What?
I forgot where he lives. I'm sorry that the Spurs have such wonderful luck. Okay, do we need this? I know the Wizards have nothing good to show for anything other than, I guess, Gilbert Arenas and his guns. The Mavs, hey, at least they have a ring. I do love Dirk. I'm always going to miss
Wizards have a ring. It's in the 70s, but they got a ring.
Always going to miss Dirk in the league. Anyway, who knows how it turns out with Wemby? Could be an injury disaster. Or, here it comes, a whole new 20 years of playoffs. Who knows? For the John-rated hat, it's a no-brainer for me. Ferris Bueller is overrated. Stop! The Breakfast Club is crap. Stop!
What?
So let's dump those in the garbage to start his best film, and the only choice for the hat is the absolute masterpiece, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Wow.
I have to vehemently disagree with Anthony on this one.
Taking
because
shots everywhere.
My pick... I'm with the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. It was down to Ferris Bueller or this one. Bueller I watched religiously when I was 11 years old, right? But it had to be The Breakfast Club. I just don't think there's any better coming-of-age story, Jesus, in a garbage truck. Better coming-of-age story, anything. I mean, Bender is one of the all-time great, just anti-establishment characters. I go Breakfast Club. Cody?
I'm with you. My choice is also The Breakfast Club. It's down to that and Ferris Bueller. And even though I
Yeah.
love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles,
Oh, love it.
I
Love it.
think that if we're talking about like the best representation of what Hughes does, it's one of those two movies. And for me, I've just watched Breakfast Club, 100 times.
It's
and
amazing.
It's
It-
it's so good, and Judd Nelson is just so amazing in it. And
Is that one of the greatest final shots of the 80s? Is Nelson just doing the fist in the air and I mean it God. And I mean it's a bummer that Judd Nelson it's a bummer for John Hughes in The Breakfast Club that Judd Nelson's greatest role was Rodimus Prime. But
Yeah.
but Bender was good. Eddie, what was your pick for the John Hughes Hall of Fame? hat?
I'm going way different because all those movies, literally Planes, Trains,
Yeah.
Breakfast Club, those could all
Bueller.
be. They're all like great films. They're all all of them are almost perfect movies.
Right.
But the movie that I had on as a loop, as a child,
I
watching
think
it
I know. I think
every
I
day.
know.
Kelly LeBrock.
Weird Science.
Weird
I thought you were
Science.
yes. I thought about Weird Science.
I
too.
watched
Weird-
that. I mean, it may not be the best of his movies by far, but it's the movie I watched nonstop for like 4 straight years.
What was better, Bill Paxton in that or Bill Paxton in Aliens?
Oh, Bill Paxton's Chet by
I
by
mean,
far.
Chet was the all-time
Chet.
Bill Paxton role was Chet in Weird
When
Science.
he's turned into a big giant pile of shit and he grabs for his nuts to make sure his nuts are still like it's
Yes.
I don't and the song by Oingo Boingo
Weird
it's just
Science. That was a great one.
I watched that movie like until I ran the VHS
and wasn't
tape out.
that wasn't that early Val Kilmer too, right? Wasn't
No,
he in
really
Weird
Robert
Science?
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Val Kilmer was in what was the one? My Science What was the one he was in? Fuck, he was in one of those. I know Top Secret, but yeah.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. was in Weird Science.
because that was before Back to School, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yep.
Right before Back to School. I think Weird Science was like 85 or something, and then
Yep.
Back to School was like 86.
Yeah, Weird Science is a great one, man. Ramble 349 since it's here. They're all live action now. Let's do Hall of Fame hat for Walt Disney animated movie. What goes in? Ooh, man. Ooh. Now it's time to open, close, and encore, everybody.
Not Pixar, just Disney.
Just Disney. Fuck
Not
Pixar.
Pixar. Okay.
Just Disney.
okay.
Open, close, and encore.
You know, this is very weird, but the garbage truck, the garbage men just got out of the truck
Yeah.
and just held each other crying right now.
Oh.
Wow.
That's
It's-
sad.
Man.
Do you want to go down there?
Well, they just heard it. They heard the song. What am I supposed to
I
do?
said, do you want to go down there?
I might. Would you mind maybe doing a number for him whenever you visit?
Yeah, tell them.
I
Let them
mean,
know.
Yeah, all right.
Find out the schedule. I'll come down there and
Yeah.
I'll do a live little while they're picking up garbage. I'll play.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, man. That's all open close encore. Alanis Morisette. Look at this. Man, this was. I think I've told you all this story when I worked at Blockbuster Music right out of high school, and there was that one day over the summer when like 14 super angry women just ran into the store going, there's this song where she tells her ex-boyfriend to fuck off. I have to have it. We had no idea because we were in the store. We weren't listening to the radio.
Right.
And then we got a memo. Literally, we had a memo from the front office going, hey, there's a new song called You Want to Know by Alanis Morisette. It's just everywhere right now. Let them know the single comes out in 2 weeks. And then so we had to put up a sign.
Tell these,
saying
tell these
it's-
crazy ladies.
Yes, it's coming out in 2 weeks. Man, oh, Gary Priest, he says you open with one hand in my pocket, you close with ironic, you encore with You Want to Know. You Want to Know, of course, with the two Chili Peppers at the time, Flea and Dave Navarro as the rhythm set, as the guitarist and bassist for that. Was Chad Smith the drummer? I don't think so, but
No, Taylor Hawkins was later her drummer, but
that's
not
right.
on
That's
the album.
right. Colin Maxey's Max Jeeps, Gary Priest Jeeps says Max goes, you open with another hand in my pocket opener.
Ah.
You close with You Ought to Know. You encore with Ironic, which is followed by comedian Ed Byrne taking the stage with his routine making fun of the song Ironic, which see, I wish I knew more about that culture, right? over there, Magsy. I need to know more about. I got to look up Ed Byrne. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. Hand in my 3 for 3.
Wow.
Hand in my pocket is your opener.
That's weird.
Ironic is your closer. You ought to know's the encore. Sean Williams, he breaks the seal. He opens with ironic. You close with you live, you learn, you lose. And then you encore with you ought to know. Bats, Damien Bottriell.
Bats.
You open with you ought to know. You close with one hand in my pocket. You encore with ironic. Joshua Snyder. Snides?
Nice.
You open with all I really want. Close with you ought to know. You encore with thank you. Owen Edmonds. You open with you ought to know. You close with ironic, and you encore with hand in my pocket. Anthony Born to Run Flores. So I'm not an Alanis guy. Okay, Jesus, Anthony, just shit on everything we're doing today.
Jesus, man.
Nothing against music.
Fucking Spurs fan.
I just don't know it well. So I'll say she just plays all of Jagged Little Pill. All right, well.
Okay.
I have her open with you ought to know.
Do we nickname him Too Cool for School?
Anthony Too Cool for School Flores.
I think
we
so.
might have to.
Is that what we do?
Anthony, I don't even own a TV. Flores. Is that the guy? Man. I think she opens with you ought to know. She closes with ironic. And then she encores with how did nobody have this? Uninvited. That's her best fucking song.
From City of Angels.
From City of Angels, the best movie. And then
Nicolas Cage is an angel.
Nicolas Cage is an angel.
And he cuts his wings off, and then Meg Ryan dies.
And you bought that soundtrack for Uninvited knowing that you had to hear the Goo Goo Dolls song.
Yeah.
Knowing that you had to fight through that. So, Cody, what was yours?
Open with All I Really Want. I think
Good
you
one.
keep the Jagged Little Pill opener on there.
Yeah.
Close with You Ought to Know.
Yep.
And how do you not encore with Uninvited?
Thank you. This epic Zeppelin-esque.
Yeah,
Eddie?
perfect. It is the perfect encore song.
It is. Oh,
But do you have to? Do they screen City of Angels behind you as you have to listen to
like
it?
all
Yes.
the best moments.
See, you fit inside me. This is how we.
Dude, Meg Ryan
We
just
fit
went into
together.
hiding after that movie, didn't she?
Yeah, I think it killed her career.
God. Eddie, what was your open encore for a laugh?
I think you open with Hand in My Pocket.
Okay, there it is.
You close with Head Over Feet.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then I want to encore with Thank You.
Okay, all right.
That's what I want to do.
Is Head Over Feet the You've Already Won Me Up?
Yeah.
That's a good one. In spite of
It can't
me.
be overstated how many like giant mega hits are on Jagged Little
That
Pill.
one album.
It's crazy.
It's fucking
It's a
insane.
massive album.
She didn't have to cut any. She was like Lauryn Hill. Her and Lauryn Hill just like, here's all you need. Just one album. There you go. Man. Next Ramble, open, close, encore, Disney animated songs. There we go. We're doing this.
Again, Disney, not Pixar.
Fuck Pixar.
Fuck Pixar.
Pixar's kind of fallen to me. What happened to them? They used to be so solid. Now everything just look. Now what's this new one? Like it's fire and water.
I think that's what undid them is having these like crazy concepts that have to be super high level, like
Right.
complex
Yeah.
things,
Yep.
rather than just sticking to a basic idea and
Right.
making it good.
Right. It just I was like, I don't know. But time for reading books and Placody. It's time to let's do this. Look at
I'm
this.
reading books, I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
You know, I am so lucky that Andrea heard me say that about what the next, because she ran and just cut the power to the smoke alarms because they were about to just.
It sometimes sets certain papers and fabrics on fire.
Right. Oh, man.
Depending on-
Woo! Ah, damn. Cody, you know the weirdest thing is about that? After Eddie recorded that, literally he plays the last note. He just pops out the harp and goes, "Hey, you want me to do another one?" Like, just talk. He could just speak like nothing. Like, it was just, you would think his tongue
that's
needed
years
rest,
of
his
breath
lips-
control. Years of breath control.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It didn't just happen. That was years of practice and
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
and talent.
Man. Now, you were like, you were kicked out of the Navy SEALs, right? Because of the lung capacity that you were just kind of.
Yeah, they thought every time I went under, they thought I drowned
right
because I would be under for like 35 minutes, 40
sure,
minutes.
Sure.
And then they would have to scramble everybody and go, and then I would just pop up and like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
So they just like they got because I kept screwing up all their fucking training sessions because I would be under the water for so long.
Of course, man. Wow. Damien Bottrail, bots. Well, it happened. My girlfriend bought me a secondhand Switch, so I've been Breath of the Wild in all week. Any tips, Jerry? Yes. Here's what you do. Get the heart and the stamp. Find as many shrines as you can. Do as many shrines as you can. Get the heart. Get your hearts up to 13. And then get your stamina up pretty good. And then go find the Master Sword. I'm not going to tell you where it is. It's part of the beauty of it. Go. But if you don't have 13 hearts, you will die trying to pull it out of the ground. So go. There it is. That's what you do, bots. Anthony, born to run floors in the video game.
Too cool for school.
Yeah,
Flores?
jeez, Anthony. God,
I don't even own a TV, Flores.
Anthony, I don't listen to any band they play at Hot Topic, Flores. On the video game front, I'm juggling several games. Devil May Cry 5, Breath of the Wild, first time playing it, and Metroid Prime Remastered. Prime is as good as it's ever been, and guys, we need a top 5 Nintendo characters list soon.
Ooh,
I like that.
Why?
That. Just you could be like, I'm a Sega guy, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess I'll do
I don't
this.
even play Nintendo.
I don't even play Nintendo, but
I haven't
sure.
played video games since Atari.
Yeah. I am currently rocking and rolling through Tears of the Kingdom. That's all I'm going to be doing. And I finished How I Took Over Your Planet by John Swartzwelder, the guy who used to write for The Simpsons, who does those Frank Burley detective books. Fucking hilarious. Literally laugh out loud moments throughout the book. It's great. But yeah, Eddie, you reading anything? You playing anything?
Still going through Jedi Survivor. It's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
It's a great game.
Cody?
Nah, nothing at the moment.
Nothing wrong with that. That's and oh my God, we've done it. It's the top 5. Here we go. Yeah.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top
5.
Nailed it.
Oh, talk about nailed it. Holy shit. And I told you guys that my new apartment overlooks like a nature trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I swear to God, it seems like the weather's not warm enough for this yet, but there is a rattlesnake that was about to eat a bunny, and they just kind of hugged and went their separate ways right when that played.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Wow.
That's the problem I have with my music is I do upset
Yeah.
the food chain.
Right.
And it
I
can
can see.
it can catastrophic damage to certain habitats. So I don't really play. I don't play my music outside that much.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I have to close the window next time.
Yeah,
I
because
need
you
to
will
know
you
this
will
now.
upset the natural
Yeah.
food chain and the natural
Jesus.
order of things if
Wow.
you play the music outside.
Wow. Amazing.
I don't do outdoor concerts.
that. Of course. Could you
I try to
imagine?
soundproof the rooms.
Right. Could you imagine?
Yeah, you know.
Oh. Well, this was tough. Cody, I can't imagine how tough this was for you.
I might have to. I'm gonna go get some water, and you guys, go ahead and take your time. I'm gonna turn my cam off. I'll pop back in every so often.
Top 5 moments from the Transformers 1986 animated movie. Man, Gary Priest, Jeeps.
Japes.
I was more of a Battle of the Planets guy, so I don't have anything for this. Gee, what is Anthony Flores Contagious?
Wow, it's just spreading like wildfire.
Keep well, you wonderful mofos. Gary, a.k.a. Jeeps. Colin Maxie's. Honorable mention, although it was done so they could bring in a new generation of toys, the balls of them to kill off so many of the most popular characters, including Prime and technically Megatron. I hated them as a kid so much. I loved the movie. It was so shocking to see so much death in a kid's movie, especially all the heroes in the first 20 minutes. Number 5, Ultra Magnus being a bitch, trying to open the Matrix at the first opportunity. Number 4, Prime, open. Damn it,
Oh my
open.
God! Damn it. Ah.
Ultra Magnus, the ship, we can't get it out of break and into drive. Open! You said it would light our darkest hour. Number 4, You've Got the Touch and the evolution of Hot Rod to Rodimus. Number 3, Starscream getting what he deserved. Number 2, Orson Welles. Number 1, the opening battle culminating in the final showdown between Prime and Megatron. That's all I've got. Have a great week. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Colin Maggs. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. I hate the Transformers animated film. Why? They killed Optimus. Fuck that shit. Irony? I wish he would die in the live action films and stay dead. Oh well, fuck me, I guess. Sean Williams, top 5 moments in the original Transformers movie. The only reason I left out Optimus Prime's deaths, I wanted to focus on the more positive parts, and Prime's death scarred me for years. Number 5, Unicron transforms, attracts Cybertron and the Decepticons instead of running. Attack Unicron without giving a single fuck of how big he was. That's right. The Junkions battle with the Dare to Be Stupid playing. Just about any scene with the Dinobots. Galvatron finally doing what he never did as Megatron and blasting that whiny little bit Starscream into dust. Number 1, Rodimus opened the Matrix, destroying Unicron and the Autobots reclaiming Cybertron, where you just think after all the Autobot deaths in the movie, you finally get something good happen. Ramble the fuck on. Never stop fighting, Jerry. Thank you, buddy. Eddie, may the force continue to be strong with you and your family. And Ramble Corporate, just tell me where to submit an application to fill in for Cody. And as always, this is the way. Sean Williams. Damian Bottriell. Batters, names, bots. The opening scene with Unicron eating the planet. Number 4, Dare to Be Stupid. Number 3, Unicron's last line before Orson Welles' untimely passing. Number 2, Arise, Rodimus Prime.
Oh.
And number 1, Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Enter one of the greatest action scenes in cinematic history. Thanks, Jerry and Eddie, for another week of laughs. I think it's safe to say Cody's there because he's too busy collecting Lady Republicans like Infinity Stones. See you next week, Damian Bottriell. Joshua Snyder. Snides. Top 5. Number 5, Grimlock's one-liners. Number 4, Cup storytelling and grizzled persona. Number 3, Unicron Orson Welles dialogue with Megatron Frank Welker and Galvatron Leonard Nimoy. Number 2, Starscream's storyline. After years of usurping, he chucks a dying Megatron into space, gets coronated, only to end up a pile of ash at the same time. Perfection. And number 1, the soundtrack. The way those tracks had scored back the action of the movie was amazing. I still listen to it. Great driving music. I know the deaths in the Transformers, the movie, are key, but I refuse to acknowledge them. It took a lot of money and many, many hours of therapy for our generation to process. Very true. It's like Mike Black said, we went in children, we left men. That's what
Absolutely. We
that
grew up
movie.
in that 2 hours.
Yes.
For sure.
Owen Edmonds, Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al. Orson Welles as Unicron. Number 3, receiving the movie on VHS for Christmas as a 9-year-old. Oh. Number 2, Optimus Prime dies as a 9-year-old. Fuck. Number 1, Unicron's severed head orbiting Cybertron. That's dark. Peace and love, Owen. Fuck cancer. Thank you, buddy. Anthony Born to Run Flores. Top 5 Transformers. Anderson. I'm a GoBots
I'm sorry.
guy.
Was there
Born to Run, Flores?
2? Yeah.
Anthony Born to Run Flores? What was that?
It's not his name.
We have a new nickname for Anthony.
Oh,
Flores.
I'm sorry. Anthony too cool for school Flores. And I'm waiting for him to go.
I played with GoBots. Flores.
I was a GoBots guy. At 5, it's the opening moment when Unicron is introduced for the first time and eats a planet.
I like
4,
Gundam. I'm a Gundam guy.
I'm a Gundam guy. At 4, it's all of Dare to Be Stupid and the Junkions. At 3, we have Starscream's coronation, Galvatron's return. Here's a hint. At 2 is Unicron and Megatron's first interaction. Your bargaining posture is highly dubious. And 1, it's got to be a combo of Optimus versus Megatron while the Touch is playing and the death of Optimus. I was born in 92, but rented the hell out of this movie. Prime's death was the moment that crushed me. Keep rambling, boys. Wemby for MVP in 2023, and I'll eventually get the energy to take back the Ramble Championship. Me Grimlock, no bozo. Me Grimlock King. Justin Navi, the Novs.
Navs.
Chiming in just for the top 5. I hope you're well. I still remember going to see the 86 movie when I was 7 years old and took my Generation 1 Optimus Prime figure with me to the theater. My top 5 moments from the movie are as follows. Decepticons attacking the Autobots on their ship on the way to Earth. Hot Rod and Cup fighting off the robot piranhas and the squid on the Quintesson planet. Hot Rod and Cup driving back to Autobot City to fight the Decepticons while running over the Insecticons. They're our way in. 2, the death of King Starscream by Galvatron. And number 1, Optimus Prime flying through the air and blasting all the Decepticons on his way to fight Megatron. Thanks for all the great Ramble episodes, Justin Navi. Thank you. Man, this was tough. Next Ramble, top 5 Disney villains. Let's do this again. Disney villains. Anime, no Pixar. Disney animated movie villains.
Okay.
So Thanos doesn't count either. Just Disney animated movie villains. All right, my number 5.
Yeah.
The Quintesson prison when the Dinobots barge in to save the day with
That's
Hot Rod and
great
Cup.
hero moment.
That's my number 5. Cody, we know this was too hard for you, so I'm just going to go to Eddie. Eddie, what was your number 5?
Win.
Can't do it.
when Starscream meets his match.
That's my honorable mention.
When he gets
Starscream's
taken
death.
out. Finally,
Oh.
as a child, you
We're
hated
like,
Starscream.
Yes!
The one thing in that movie where you're like, this is the one death I wanted to see.
And it happens.
And it
Oh.
happens.
And my number 4, everyone dying, the instruments of destruction scene, Prowl, Ratchet, Ironhide,
Oh,
all Brawn.
That's-
Instruments of destruction.
that's my number 4 because
Oh.
that set the tone for the whole.
You're just like, what the
You're
fuck
like,
is
I
happening?
just sat down.
I just sat down and Prowl's got purple shit coming
Right.
out of his eyes and mouth. He's
And
dead.
half my toy collection is dead now.
He's dead.
It's amazing.
I know people like to say this. That will never happen again. There's
No.
never going to be a Paw Patrol movie where 4 of the Paw Cops get
No.
murdered in the opening scene just to introduce new Paw Patrol puppies.
No.
That was not.
They're just walking across a crosswalk in a fire truck. Boom! Just wipes out 7 of the Paw Patrol guys.
It's never going to happen.
Never gonna happen.
Oh, my number 3. I don't see how Megatron becoming Galvatron. That entire scene where Unicron just takes all those dying Decepticons and remakes them. All that grid-looking shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That was dope.
That was my number 3. Eddie, your number
My number 3, the Quintesson. Just the innocent. Innocent.
Guilty
Just
or innocent.
Guilty or innocent. That.
Oh, man. Brilliant. My number 2, Megatron must be stopped no matter the cost. Then You Got the Touch starts playing.
That's my number 2.
Woo!
That's my number 2.
And then my number 1 for me, what else could it be? Arise on Rodimus Prime. That was it. When Rodimus grabs the Matrix, Hot Rod grabs
Right.
it and becomes Rodimus. That was my number 1.
My number 1, and this is the line. It isn't even dented. Oh shit! What are we gonna do?
What are we
now?
going to do now when Spike curses?
They drop a shit in the middle of a Transformers movie.
we were like, what just happened?
We're Optimus is dead, and we're hearing cuss words.
Oh, shit. What are we going to do now?
Oh man, like that blew my mind more than Optimus dying.
Yeah.
It's when I heard a Transformer say shit.
I mean, the dialogue for a kid's movie.
They didn't give a fuck who they're writing for. They were just writing a movie.
I mean, especially before Hot Rod becomes Rodimus. What does Galvatron tell him? You hear that as a 7-year-old. Come out, Autobot. We all must die sometime. You're like, Jesus Christ.
I just would have liked to hear Ultra Magnus trying to open up the fucking spark, going, "God shit, motherfucker!"
Oh, fuck. Just fucking. He drops it. Damn it. Open.
Yeah.
Damn it.
This
Open.
this fucking thing.
Prime. What the fuck? You said this would light our darkest.
But for him to drop a shit, I was like, "What?"
Imagine like what got cut out. Like when they
Dude.
killed Ultra Magnus, was Galvatron like, sweeps, jizz on him.
Everyone, line up, run a train.
We're fucking him right up the ass. Make the kid watch. They grab Daniel, hold him down, make the kid watch. We're gonna fuck this guy right in the back. We're fucking Ultra Magnus right in the ass before we kill him. Everyone.
They're like, yeah, they're fucking the preview screen. Like, yeah, we got to cut that. We
We
can't.
can't do this.
We can't. You
Cody,
can't.
did you have to hold back tears listening to all these moments?
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
tough.
I tried to narrow it down to 50, and I couldn't. I
Right,
was like, if I can't get to 50, how can I even
How
get
can
to
you?
5?
Why even bother? Yeah.
Why even bother? Oh man, well there we
Shit.
go. Oh shit, what are we gonna do now? What a fucking ramble, everybody. 349. Like I said, what goes on the Hall of Fame hat? Wait, what was it again? Oh yeah, for Disney animated movie, not Pixar, just Disney animated movie. And then what are the top open close encore for Disney animated songs? Top 5 Disney animated movie villains in celebration of The Wee Little Mermaid coming out. There we go. So get your emails in, ramble@theramblepod.com. Thank you for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe out there. You know where to find us. Do it. We'll see you Friday for Ramble Radio. Take care, everybody. Bye.